Somewhere, the evening has settled, the lights are dim, and the air feels quiet and still. You may notice your body resting and your breath slowing and your mind softening. In this calm space, it is possible to notice systems we usually don't see. Processes that work quietly behind screens, keeping things in order. Tonight, we will explore one of these systems, how leaderboards keep track of scores in games, ensuring fairness, clarity, and accuracy. When a player finishes a game, their score is recorded. This score is usually a number, representing their performance, how far they progressed, how fast they completed a challenge, or how many points they earned. Along with the score, the system may store the player's name or unique ID, the time the score was earned, the level or game mode, and occasionally other metadata, such as bonuses or achievements. This structured approach allows games to track progress and compare players reliably. In online games, the score is sent from the player's device to a central server. This server organizes all scores in a database table, where each row represents a single score entry, and columns capture all the relevant details. This structure allows the server to quickly sort and retrieve scores whenever needed. Players often have multiple entries if they play many times, and the system keeps everything organized. Offline games may also keep scores locally, allowing players to track personal progress or practice. However, these local records are not trusted for official leaderboards. Without server validation, scores can be easily changed, intentionally or accidentally, making them unreliable for comparing players globally. Trusted leaderboards rely on server-side validation to confirm that each score was genuinely earned, maintaining fairness across all players. As scores arrive at the server, they must be sorted. Most leaderboards display the highest scores at the top, from largest to smallest. When two scores are equal, additional rules determine who ranks higher. For example, the score earned first, the player's name alphabetically, or other game-defined tiebreakers. Some games also track only the best score per player, updating it only if a new score surpasses the previous one, while others keep a full history of every attempt. This ensures that progress is measured fairly, and lower scores do not displace higher ones. Many modern leaderboards handle thousands, even millions of incoming scores every minute. To manage this efficiently, servers often use batch updates, combining multiple new scores into a single operation. This reduces the computational load and allows the leaderboard to update without slowing the game. In high-traffic games, the top rankings may also be cached in fast-access memory, enabling instant display even while millions of players are competing. Meanwhile, the main database keeps the authoritative records, guaranteeing that no entry is lost or misrepresented. Accuracy and trust are central to the leaderboard's design. Games include anti-cheat measures, validating that scores follow the rules and that no tampering has occurred. The system checks timestamps, score calculations, and sometimes player behavior patterns to prevent exploits. By doing so, the leaderboard becomes more than a list of numbers. It becomes a fair reflection of skill, effort, and achievement. When a player opens the leaderboard, the system retrieves the top scores, often a fixed number like the top 100. The scores are displayed in descending order, and the player can see their own rank and how it compares to others. This provides feedback, motivation, and a sense of progression. Over time, as new scores arrive and players improve, rankings adjust dynamically. The system works quietly, maintaining fairness without drawing attention to the complexity behind the scenes. Leaderboards also illustrate lessons about organization and data handling. Each score must be carefully saved, verified, sorted, and displayed. Even a small error could disrupt fairness or clarity. The system balances speed and accuracy, ensuring that updates appear promptly while maintaining trust. Scores may also include additional details, such as level achieved, completion time, or bonus multipliers. These extra columns allow games to present specialized leaderboards, fastest completion, highest level, or rare achievement rankings. Players can explore these different metrics, understanding their strengths and seeking improvement. The server ensures that all these rankings are calculated consistently, preventing any one player from gaining an unfair advantage. Sometimes, leaderboards update instantly as new scores arrive. Other times, updates are grouped into short intervals, letting the system process multiple entries efficiently. Both methods achieve the same goal. New scores are recorded accurately and placed in proper order, while the experience for players remains seamless. Understanding how leaderboards function also teaches broader principles. At their core, leaderboards demonstrate the importance of order, validation, and fairness. Each score passes through several stages: collection, verification, sorting, and presentation. By following these stages carefully, games provide a clear and reliable reflection of performance. Players can see their progress, track improvement, and set goals, all while the system quietly ensures fairness for everyone. Even for offline scores, similar steps occur locally, but without server validation, these entries are only meaningful to the individual player. Official rankings always require trusted data. This distinction reminds us that not all stored information carries the same weight. Validation and verification are essential for reliable comparisons. As you imagine these processes, you can see a subtle rhythm. Scores move from devices to the server, undergo checks, are ordered with precise rules, and finally appear on the leaderboard. Each step matters. Accuracy is maintained, fairness is upheld, and effort is recognized. Over time, the leaderboard evolves. Players improve, new scores arrive, and rankings adjust. The system may maintain additional structures, such as cached top rankings for fast retrieval or batch operations to handle high traffic. These optimizations ensure that even large-scale games run smoothly, without compromising integrity. When a player views the leaderboard, they are seeing the result of these layered processes: verified scores, ordered properly, updated efficiently. Behind the scenes, the system tracks multiple variables, checks for anomalies, and recalculates rankings as needed. The player experiences a seamless display, unaware of the careful orchestration required. Leaderboards are more than numbers. They capture achievement, progression, and competition. They demonstrate principles of data management, careful recording, validation, and consistent ordering. They illustrate the need for secure storage and thoughtful updating. showing how systems handle large amounts of information reliably. Even when the steps are invisible, they leave an impact. Players see their own effort reflected fairly. They notice the relative standing of others. They understand that progress is measurable, that success can be earned, and that rules are applied consistently. In this way, leaderboards foster motivation, fairness, and engagement. Scores continue to arrive, rankings adjust, and the system quietly maintains its integrity. Each entry, whether new or old, contributes to a clear picture of player performance. Best scores rise, ties are resolved, and updates happen efficiently, whether instantly or in carefully batched intervals. The system balances speed, fairness, and accuracy, creating an experience that is both responsive and trustworthy. By observing these patterns, one can appreciate how thoughtful organization can turn a flood of numbers into meaningful insight. Leaderboards are simple in concept, but sophisticated in execution, reflecting the careful logic that underlies modern games. And now, as the night deepens and the lights dim further, the leaderboard continues its quiet work. Scores are recorded, validated, and ordered. Players see their effort recognized. Progress becomes visible. The structure behind the display is steady, precise, and reliable. Leaderboards operate on clear steps: save, verify, sort, display. They are a model of fairness, clarity, and careful recognition. Resting with this knowledge, the mind can drift, aware of the calm organization behind the numbers, the invisible checks that ensure trust, and the quiet logic that allows achievement to be seen and understood. The system endures, always updating, always fair, always reflecting effort. Even unseen, it carries on, quietly rewarding skill, tracking progress, and honoring accomplishment. And in this understanding, the mind finds its own gentle rhythm, resting in the assurance that order and fairness persist, even in the unseen corners of digital worlds.